Hello, welcome to our show ESN. We'll be talking about the New York Giants, Knicks, Penn State football, and Yankees. First up, we'll be talking about the New York Giants offense and defense from week 2. We'll also be talking about the receiving leaders, most tackles on the team, and then the standout rookie of the game and some of his college stats.
So, about the offense from week 2, that was pretty epic with Wilson acting like he was from 2013 Seattle Super Bowl win. That was a crazy game. I was so happy to watch that.
Wasn't it all his 3 touchdowns, deep shots?
Yeah, oh my. Deep passing game. Last year we were horrible. I think we were ranked 30th in deep pass, and now we just have him throwing dimes down the field.
His moon ball is epic.
That's why we brought him in, with Malik Neighbors having 2 touchdowns of the game, including an almost game winner one if the defense would stop. But with the replays of everything, if you can see that, who's it? Trayvon Diggs had his hands over Malik Neighbors' face.
Mm-hmm.
That was an amazing catch. It was amazing. And then Wan'Dale Robinson having a touchdown and also another standout game catching deep ball passes.
Yeah, that was on 4th down too.
Yeah, that was the 3rd down one, but that was it 3rd and 30, and he almost got the touchdown on that, and then we got called back for, I think it was holding.
Yeah, their defense, their D-line, Dexter Lawrence, he's not showing his true potential like last year.
No, last year
like half a sack, I think.
No,
tackles.
He's at I think 3 solo tackles last year. By now, last year had 5 sacks in week 2. I think it was 2 from Vikings and then 3 from the Browns.
Yeah.
But he's not on his pace. But Brian Burns is destroying other teams' offensives.
Yeah.
Just killing them. I think he has I don't even know, 3 sacks.
Yeah. Right
now, week 2, which is amazing.
Even from a linebacker, because you got to blitz to get the sack.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really play linebacker anymore. You got to think about that. He's at edge.
Yeah, I guess.
He just got to rush. He's a fast guy and physical. And also with all the other defensive players like Cordell Flott having an interception.
Yeah.
That was a good interception. One got called back before halftime and then got the ball straight back. I think they called it a drop, and then literally I think it was the first play or second, he caught the interception, which was amazing to see that he dropped one and then got one back just for redemption. And then Bobby Okereke with a whole bunch of tackles and who else?
Yeah, their defense is solid. They just have not really a rush in the quarterback.
No, they're not. And with having, you have to have a compact D-line to have a complete defense. With obviously the defensive tackle's not getting through. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think one of them has had a sack. It's all edges, Kayvon, Burns. I think literally Carter has half a sack, and not good for him. He's a good rookie. And also with the rookies, Cam Scadaboo. Oh, my God.
He's running like he's been in the league for years.
He's running like he has nothing to beat. He's running away from, someone trying to chase him. He's not the fastest guy, but he has to be the physical.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of, Derrick Henry or something.
Yeah, a younger. Very, very good player with having 1 touchdown, 11 attempts, 44 yards, having an amazing game.
Yeah.
It was ecstatic to watch him.
He's some 6'6" tight end or something out there.
Yeah, trucking through everyone. And then, we also have the tackles. Brian Burns has a lot. I think he has 11. I think he had 11. Okereke, he has, I think, 26 in total, 13 last game, and a lot more. And with the last, the final score, very surprising that we had to go into overtime with everything. Dak Prescott, good, but he got lucky with the last part, and then that's completes the Giants' new offense.
Yeah.
Up next, we'll be talking about the New York Knicks.
Hello, welcome to our show, ESN. Today we'll be talking about the New York Knicks 2025-2026 season preview. First up, let's look at the team's core players in defense. How do you feel about Brunson this season?
I mean, Jalen Brunson had another really good season, really. I mean, the playoffs, he was clutch. And in the first round against the Pistons in the last game of the series, I think it was Game 5, he had that clutch 3-point that sent us to the second round.
Yeah, for sure. Same with Bridges. I mean, he's been brilliant this season, too.
I mean, he had a really slow start in the beginning, but I mean, he really started to come into his own as the season went on. I mean, he's really clutch defensively, and in the Boston series, I think it was Game 1 in overtime, he had a big stop on Tatum, which was big.
Yeah, and obviously Karl Anthony Towns, I mean, he's a beast on defense, as we all know. I mean, the big man.
Yeah, he's really big. I mean, one of his biggest flaws from what I've seen when watching, he just has dumb fouls, really. He fouls a lot, and it's one thing he really needs to work on. But other than that, him in the paint and on the glass, he's really good. He's good about getting balls off the glass. And he's also one of the best three-point shooters for a big guy, too, which is really good.
Yeah, obviously key players on defense, Josh Hart. Obviously, he's a very key stopper.
Yeah, Josh Hart, he's a catalyst for this team. I mean, in the Indiana series, they decided to start Mitchell Robinson over him. I kind of agree with that because Mitch was playing really good and Hart was a little slow. But, I mean, when Hart's on the floor, he's really good defensively. And also he just gets in the small areas. It's tough. He fights for balls, and he's really good.
Yeah, and obviously we were talking about how Towns, he's helping in the paint, obviously, as that big man role.
Yeah.
And how does our defense match up against big teams, you'd say, this season?
I mean, with last year, our depth really wasn't strong. Thibodeau last year would just play, really, his starters the whole game. And when we got deep in the playoffs, the Eastern Conference Finals, we were just dead. We couldn't move. You just saw it. And, I mean, and also that counts to having to trust your bench. If you can trust your bench, that's usually where your best defensive players come in.
Yeah, let's go over some of these offseason moves. Obviously, Malcolm Brogdon, he signed a one-year deal with us.
Yeah, I mean, Malcolm Brogdon, he's a veteran guy. He's bounced around a few teams. I mean, it's going to be a good depth piece, and I hope Mike Brown could use him.
Yeah, and Landry Shamet, he re-signed with us.
Landry Shamet, I mean, last year in the playoffs, he was one of the few bench pieces Coach Thibodeau trusted. And, I mean, him and DeLon Wright in the Indiana series really looked good at some points. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call them NBA stars, but they were serviceable off the bench to give, like, guys Brunson, Towns, just a rest, which was good.
Yeah, for sure. Garrison Matthews, training camp deal. I mean, he's a 3-point shooter for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's a training camp deal. He's going to come in here. He's going to try and fight for a spot, but, I mean, it's not guaranteed he's going to make it. I mean, more depth. And the more depth you get three-pointing off the bench, it's good. Yeah,
and obviously our draft pick this season, Mohamed Diarra, 51.
Yeah. Really, I didn't know much of him coming out. I mean, him in Summer League, he looked really good, in my opinion. But sure. I hope he makes the team because, I mean, when you look at their starting guys, Brunson's 28. They need young.
He's young and very athletic as well. He's going to make those hustle plays for them in the future.
And also, like, these younger guys, they'll bring in energy. Like, I mean, it's just what they're going to do.
For sure. And obviously our new head coach, Mike Brown. Yeah. How do you feel about him?
Well, when I first heard about that, I was a little upset that they fired Tibbs. But, I mean, Tibbs was really good for us, but they needed a new guy to take them to the next level, a new voice. Somebody that's won championships as an assistant. He's won 4 championships as an assistant, a few with the Warriors, which they had really great teams, and he also had to deal with some really top guys like KD, Klay Thompson in his prime, and also Steph Curry, too.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Those good players. How about Billy Lang joining for player development?
I honestly don't know much about him. It's player development. He's gonna come in here. He's gonna try and help the guys get better. That's really what a player development coach needs to do.
And, of course, the big signing, Mikal Bridges for a 4-year, $150 million deal.
I like this signing. I mean, they traded 5 first-round picks for him, so if you just let him walk, that's a little upsetting, in my opinion. You got to keep him around because he's going to be a core guy for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say he's more of our key players, obviously. Yeah. And I think that $150 million deal was definitely worth it for us.
It was.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of competition for roster spots, obviously, with a lot of these new players.
Yeah, I know. And they're going to fight for it, and it's going to be good. It's going to be fun to watch.
All right, next, we're going to be talking about the Yankees.
Welcome back. Now we'll be talking about the New York Yankees. Throughout the show, we'll be talking about the lineup, starting pitching, bullpen, the AL East wild card, and many other things.
Yeah, I mean, this season in the beginning of the year, their lineup was really strong. I mean, Bellinger, Judge, Chisholm really hitting the ball well.
Yeah, I mean, Chisholm, he's obviously probably top 2 second baseman right there. Judge, he's obviously an MVP right there, but less of that lineup is not great. Cody's pretty good, and so is Grisham, but I don't know how outside of them they're going to really do very much because Stan doesn't play every day.
Yeah, I mean, the loss of Soto in the offseason really left a toll in the lineup.
Yeah, but, at the end of the day, that's, months past. This lineup's been up and down all year. At the beginning of the season, they were really good. Then they went through a really, really bad part where they were just terrible, and now they're, hitting their stride again. If they can just stay like that in the playoffs, will be good, but I don't know if they can. In the past, they have not.
Yeah. And now let's talk about the starting pitching. I mean, losing Garrett Cole in spring training, that's just a big loss in general. But also bringing in Max Fried, that's a big add. I mean, I didn't expect him to come in here and be an all-star. He's been an all-star in his career, but he was really strong this year. And also having Rodon having a bounce-back year, living up to a $160 million contract they gave him a few years ago. And also rookie Cam Skittler they brought up to just fill a rotational spot. He's been really strong, throwing a lot of gas, and even reminds me of Garrett Cole a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely agree that the rookie, he really does remind me a bit of Garrett Cole, the way he looks and the way he pitches. Rodon, I don't know if I'm the biggest believer in Rodon. He's obviously, got paid that huge contract, but in the past he's not been very good in the playoffs. He has having a good year this year, but I don't know if I can fully trust him. Max Fried is the opposite. I really like him, and I think he can be really good in the playoffs, but we'll have to wait and see. And, Heel coming back, that's a big, gain for them. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, last year Heel won American League Rookie of the Year, and he has stuff. I mean, that injury set him back a while. He really didn't get to midseason form yet, really, and I think there's still a lot more. And also, him reaching midseason form, like when we're in a wild card series, that would be huge.
Yeah, we're gonna need that, obviously, make an even deeper playoff run. But I don't know.
Yeah, and now let's look at the bullpen. I mean, in the beginning of the season, when you look at the bullpen, Devin Williams, I thought was going to be a really big add. I thought he was going to be the next Mariano Rivera, but that didn't happen. He's been very disappointing, and I think he's been probably the worst closer in baseball.
Yeah, I have to agree. Williams, he's really just terrible. Every single time he's out there, he pretty much blows the game. So,
yeah,
he's just not a very good player, and he was just very disappointing.
Yeah, and I mean, before bringing in Bednar and Duvall, our best probably bullpen guy was Fernando Cruz and Luke Weaver. I mean, Luke Weaver, he's been reliable. He was reliable last year in the playoffs. Didn't have the best outcome in the playoffs, but I thought he was okay.
Yeah, no, Weaver's been always pretty good, but that Fernando Cruz guy, that's your second best reliever. That's not good at all. He's not very good at all. So, Weaver's good, so they obviously went out to the deadline and got some guys, David Bednar, Camilo Duvall, and Jake Bird. But Jake Bird is basically a no factor as he's down in the AAA. But
yeah.
What do you think about the other two guys?
They upgraded the bullpen. Bednar has been a 2-time All-Star they got from Pittsburgh. I thought that's a steal of a trade. And also, Duvall, too, throws a nasty sweeper.
Yeah.
And also having that coming out of the pen, that's really good.
Yeah, those are obviously two good arms, but, Bednar's been really good because, even everyone in that bullpen's been up and down all season, but Bednar so far has been pretty steadily good, and I think they needed that really badly, a time when their bullpen's probably been the worst in the league at some point. So if they can keep him there and everyone else can get to their best form, I think they can really have a good bullpen, but it just depends if they're, playing up to their abilities.
And now let's look at some key players from this year. Loss of Juan Soto, but also you have Aaron Judge, the captain of this team, really hot right now coming down the stretch, which is really strong because they're making a push to win the AL East. Ben Rice, came up last year. He was a little mediocre compared to this year. This year he's been lights out. He's been really good. He's been able to play, put him at catcher, put him at first base and DH too.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Rice last year was pretty bad, honestly. I mean, he was kind of a AAA player at best, but, this year he's came out. He's really hit the ball hard. He's even better than probably the stats have to say. But, yeah, Aaron Judge obviously going to win a third MVP. But, he's always going to be good. So the rest of this lineup just needs to be playing around him. So, like, Ben Rice coming up this year has been huge. Stanton having a really good year has been huge. He just doesn't play every day. But I don't know. What do you think of Cody Bellinger?
I mean, having a really strong year. He looks like he's back to his old form from those down years. I mean, just having a good year in general.
Yeah, and Grisham too in that outfield. We thought Grisham would honestly be replaced by Dominguez at this point, and it really hasn't happened. So, that's been a good ad for us.
Now let's look at the AL East. I think the Yankees have a real shot at winning. They're only 3 games back, and they still have a few games to go. But I mean, anything can happen. Blue Jays could rest some guys and stuff, too.
Yeah, easily. If they get a bit of a cold streak, the Blue Jays and the Yankees stay hot. Obviously, anything can happen but it's only like 2 weeks left in the season. It's hard to make a real comeback, but there's definitely a chance they can do that. Do you think the Yankees should even be afraid of Boston at this point? Or do you think they can move on from them?
Yeah, I mean, I really think that if we have to see them in the postseason, I'd be a little worried because who knows what could happen. We could end up having to go to Fenway or them coming to us, but I mean, we haven't played them well at all this year.
Yeah, with the wild card, really, we're kind of definitely going to get the 1 seed. No one else can really get close to us, right?
Yeah, I know. I think that.
Yeah, I think that's going to conclude our show. Thank you for watching for our show today. Next up, coming up, we have Penn State.
Welcome back to ESN. I'm Jack Romlin. I'm here with Chris Jordan. We're going to be talking about the Penn State football team. So their schedule this season, what do you think of that?
I think it's pretty good. I don't think they have such a hard schedule. I mean, they play easy teams for the first 3 games, but after this bye week, they're going to be playing a lot of better teams like Oregon and UCLA. I think they also play Ohio State. I think that it's going to be tough for them, but I definitely think they can win most of those games.
Yeah, I think Oregon's going to be a pretty hard game for them because I know last year Oregon was pretty good. And I know this year Penn State's also pretty good.
Yeah, Oregon played them in the Big Ten Championship. They beat them. Obviously, this time it's at Penn State, and it's the whiteout. So I definitely think that Penn State has better odds, but I guess we'll see.
Penn State has Drew Allard. Do you think he's going to carry the offense through the season?
No, I don't think. I think he definitely will help them win games. I don't think he'll be the main reason. I think their running backs are really good, and they also have a whole new wide receiver core.
Yeah, I know last season he had 3,300 passing yards, and he had a 66% completion. I think that's pretty good for a quarterback.
Definitely, and the 24 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. In college, it's a little bit much for the 8 interceptions, but the 24 touchdowns are pretty good, and you can't expect a perfect quarterback. So I think that is also a good season. Can't agree with you.
Yeah, I know, like, their wide receivers all got transferred, like, this season.
Yeah, they're all from transfer. All of them are transfers. And I think that they did play pretty good. They did play pretty well in the first couple games, but they didn't play good teams at all. They this week or the next week we'll see how they do against Oregon and if they can stay up to the standard.
Yeah, their wide receivers I think is Devontae Ross, Trevor Penna, and Kyron Hudson, and like they also have some good players, like some key players like Danny Dennis Sutton and Nicholas Singleton. What do you think of them?
I think they're pretty good. I think after losing the Abdul Carter from edge rusher, I think that Danny Dennis is pretty good, and I think he fills up for that role. Nicholas Singleton, I think he's just a great running back. I think he's going to be one of the top draft picks this year if he goes into the draft. It's his decision. And he had a great season this year. He's having one right now. But they didn't really play any good teams, but I do think that he will live up.
Yeah, I think Nicholas Singleton's a pretty good running back. I know he did good these past 3 games, and I know that he helped the offense do a lot during the games.
I think that also Katron Allen and is just a really good running back. I think their O-line is pretty good as well. So now let's talk about the 3 games they've played this season.
Well, I know Nevada was a blowout, 46-11. That was not a good game to watch for Nevada.
And most of these games aren't good games. Nevada, I think that they're just not there to compete with Penn State. They did score 11 points, but 46 points. There's nothing you can really do about that.
Yeah, and I know FIU wasn't any better. 34-0 Penn State.
Yeah, I guess the Penn State offense didn't do as well, but the defense definitely showed up. They allowed a shutout. Not 1 point scored by Nevada.
Yeah, and then Villanova, I think that was the worst game they had. Villanova had, it's 52-6 against Penn State.
Yeah, again, it's not a good team, but 52 points is a lot. They did score a one-hand catch at the end, which was pretty cool, but other than that, nothing really good.
Thanks for watching ESN. We discussed the Giants, Knicks, Yankees, and Penn State. Hope you have a great time watching our show. Have a good day. See you on the next one.